On this episode of Garage Idiots, the bug was going so fast sitting still that it rolled over, and we're gonna weld some more stuff. Warning, the following contains actions performed by idiots. What you're about to view should not be taken as factual or educational. For further questions, please refer to your Google. Okay, I'm gonna try something a little different. I don't know the science behind it, but when the welder's pointed up like that, it kind of, instead of it sounding like bacon and crackling, it kind of just heats up and balls of hot metal keep falling down, and the metal is really thin. My shoulders are getting tired from holding the like grinding the paint off the metal, and it's just kind of a headache. So what I'm gonna try and do is tilt the bug on its side so I can weld the roof easier. So I'm gonna X-brace the bug in a couple spots, and I kind of don't want to do this, but I feel like it's just gonna make this a lot easier, so I'm gonna give it a shot and we'll see how it goes. Well, I mean, I did it. It actually went pretty smooth. There was no flex or anything. Like, this thing really, yes, this is stupid, but like between those bars and putting the roof and everything kind of together, it didn't creak, it didn't move. I heard no metal warping or bending or crunching or anything. So think of this what you will, but that's gonna make that a lot easier. And it's kind of cool to see, you know, you never really see the bottom of these like this. So this is pretty wrecked, and then you can really see how uneven that is down there. This corn has been falling out of here for like a year and a half now, and I thought I vacuumed it all out. I have no idea why that's in there, but ta-da. Let's see, I don't know really what else to say. This is pretty weird. It's kind of cool seeing it like this though, I guess. Okay, so since it's like this, I'm gonna finish welding all of that. This will be really nice and easy for that. Even like prepping it, like you know, grinding the paint off was a pain in the butt. My shoulders were getting pretty shot after 10-15 minutes of that. So this will make that a lot easier. I mean, this wouldn't be a bad time to hammer and dolly some stuff that I can, now that I have a really good angle from the bottom. So I'm gonna get going on that, and then we'll see how far that takes us. Okay, here's some updates for you. One, I rested my arm against the hot metal and it burnt me like pretty decently. Two, I have a migraine from, it was like 90 degrees today and cutting all, just, yeah. So the third update is good. I'll explain to you real quick what I did on this, and then I'm going to get started on the other side. So I measured, with the bug being on its side, I measured the inside there to the inside there, then measured the MR2, and it was still about 1.5 inches not wide enough. So I was like, okay, well that's perfect, because these I don't know what you call this. I've heard sill, and I know the heating duct is in here, whatever. I'm gonna call this the body frame. So as you can see, the body frame is decently rusted. I mean, most of it's good, but there is some rust. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll just make these stronger and get rid of some of the rust, and we'll make them shorter. So before, these were up to about here. So I took about, I think it was 2.5 inches off. So we'll have plenty of clearance now putting the MR2, or putting this on the MR2. I did just kind of stitch weld it for now, just in case it didn't work out. And then I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the metal, but I just, you know, kind of tack that on, re-tack this bar so I can flip it on the other side, and this is still rigid. I might temporarily just build a little box under here so this has strength, just since it's welded to kind of nothing now. Then I'm gonna flip it over and put that on the other side up there. This side is definitely a lot worse. As you can see, that entire thing is rusted out and just kind of shot. So that's what I have done, and I'm actually, I mean, that turned out pretty decent. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna do that to the other side, and then I would really like to be able to set the bug on the MR2, just to kind of look at it and see what else we need to change, what we need to add, how it sits. But I definitely need more than just me here, and I don't really think anyone's gonna be around to help, so I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we're gonna find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna reinforce that little lip where the X brace is on, and then flip it over, cut this side out, literally do the exact same thing. Cutting that steel that I used for the body frame, it's about 1/4 inch thick steel, and it was that piece there, and that was left over from the original bug setup with the GSR front end on the rear of the bug pan. And it was either go spend another, I don't know, probably 50-60 bucks on some nice thick square tubing, or spend, it literally took about an hour to cut that. But so that's all right. I'm gonna go back to work. Okay, so here's what we got going. just want to show you that because my welds are definitely getting better. That's one of the prettier ones. The rest of these are actually, I mean, they're good welds, but they're not quite as pretty. Okay, so back here was super rusted out. So I cut out this whole thing. So I'm going to rebuild this with probably just some flat stock. Just, I don't care how it looks, but we'll get that back and get some strength back, because right now you can kind of wiggle this whole back area. So we'll rebuild that, lay all that down like I did on the other side, weld it. But I think, so I didn't do it up here on both sides. I didn't carry it all the way to the front just because this is where the MR2 is the tightest as far as, or this is where the bug is the smallest. So I just kept some space there just in case. But yeah, I mean, that all looks, I mean, it's all, this is going to be so much stronger than the stuff I cut out. Between it being rusted and how thin it was compared to how thick this is going to be way more rigid. So that's a huge plus. Unfortunately, no one was able to, that's my Band-Aid. No one was able to come help out. So, and my head is pounding now. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was just hot, but my head is throbbing. So I'm gonna have to stop there. I did make some good progress. I wasn't really planning on doing that at the beginning of the video, and now that's done, or done-ish, close enough. So what I'd like to do next, there are a couple little, I got the rest of the roof, I tried to stitch weld like really small, like, you know, 3/4 of an inch sections and let them cool down. And it did, the heat did warp the roof a little bit. Nothing crazy. It's not bad, but definitely more than tacking. But I just wanted a little more weld on that, and then got the bottom all welded up. So what I'd like to do next time is get some people here and see how it fits on the MR2. The next thing I need to do is find a swap, because what I'd like to do is swap the MR2 with the body off, just so we can clean up the wiring, you know, run all the plumbing without, I don't really know what it's going to be like to work on that motor with the body on. So it'd be nice to just kind of get everything cleaned up and out of the way with the body off. So that's definitely next on my priority list. Fortunately, there's still plenty of this stupid little stuff here and there to do. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see what happens. I'm gonna keep my eye on Craigslist and we'll see if something pops up. But yeah, so that's it. Sorry, I wanted to get a little more done, but my head is just like, I could feel it growing in and out. So that's where I'm gonna stop. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll try and I've got a pretty busy week ahead of me. I've got more jobs than I thought I'd have. So I'm gonna try and knock those out and get back into this as soon as I can. But for the time being, let me know what you think. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. If you guys are in the Denver area or know of someone in the Denver area with a K24 swap, preferably a K24A2, let me know. And if not, until next time, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.